Hello, all of my beautiful divine creatrixes. We are here today for the 8/8 Lionsgate activation. I had done a class a few weeks ago. I'm pretty sure it was a few weeks ago for one of our goddesses in the Alchemy Alliance membership. So we're doing the goddess series, and she was very, very clear that she wanted me to do a prosperity activation during the 8/8 Lionsgate. Hi Yodit, I still can't see comments here, which is so annoying. I have no idea why that's a thing, but it is. So as you guys hop on, please just say hello so that I know that you are here. But when I had done that session, that class with Goddess Abuntia, I have trouble saying that, that she was very, very clear that she wanted me to do this abundance activation with the Lionsgate. This is why, so doing a little bit of housekeeping before I get started to give people the opportunity and time to hop on. This is why we are doing this. This is also why I was instructed by Spirit to discount the light language certification course to a very, 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 very affordable amount. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like, wow, really? But I have really learned that when Spirit tells me to do something, I need to do it. So I did it, and I've been very, very proud. Hi Laura, of all the amazing divine creatrixes that have chosen to take advantage of that more accessible price point for that certification. Hey Karma, can you see if the at everyone will work for this? It doesn't work for me. I don't know. Facebook, I guess, thinks I'm unworthy of said power, but I know that it works for that admin profile sometimes. Or maybe Laura, if you could do that, just I think it would be helpful. Because I know a lot of people had planned to join in, but we don't get the notifications like we're supposed to. So yeah. But if you have not taken advantage of that discounted rate for the light language certification, please, please, please do that today, because today is when it ends. So it will no longer be available. It will be back up to the $555, and it's currently only $88 right now. So through today, you can get that just for $88. One of the really great things about being connected with light language, being activated for that, is light language is such a powerful modality for healing, for ascension, for activations, for triggering codes in our DNA. But it's also like, it's a powerful, powerful way to start unlocking your gifts and abilities. You know, the testimonials that have come through from people taking advantage of this over the last couple of weeks, they have been so beautiful, sharing about how it's just opened them up. They're finding this stuff flowing so easily. They're connecting with the divine more easily. They're now having a way to practice and actually feel in connection with the divine and to feel that energy flowing through them. So it's a very, very powerful modality. So if you have been thinking at all to do it, please, please do that. Let me see. I'm not sure why we're not trying this. All right. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, it is very, very powerful. Hi, Amanda. Laura, can you try doing the at everyone? See if that works. I'm trying to give people an opportunity to hop on before I go into this. A lot of you who are new to me, that this might very well be the first time that you're being introduced to light language, or when I channel, so that might be very fascinating for you. No pressure for me, right? It's kind of like, oh man. But today for this activation, we are going to utilize light language for it. And the goal for this is going to be to activate our abundance codes. So money codes within our DNA. This is something I've referred to in my Millionaires Code class, the program that I put together for those who have spiritual businesses and who are wanting to figure out how to monetize those and scale them without having to do one-to-one services all the time and deal with spiritual burnout. So in that, I talk about the fact that, you know, as way showers, as light workers, as prophets here now on this earth, we deserve, and not only deserve, but it's there for us, this abundant financial support so that we can be supported in our physical experience while we're bringing this sacred healing and sacred knowledge to humanity. It's just like the prophet Jesus or Yeshua, when he was here, those wise men came in and abundantly supported him to set him up for his entire life. You know, we have to think about it. If Jesus had really been someone who was highly uneducated and really was poor, no one would have taken him seriously. But the fact that the wise men provided for him and his family and brought them so much abundance so that they could afford to put him in school. That's why in Luke, it talks about when he was with the rabbis when he was a child. Poor people would not have been able to access teaching like that. He was highly educated, highly influential by the time he became an adult, and that's why he was able to have the level of impact that he was and to protect Mary Magdalene the way that he did. So we too, as someone who is a way shower, a light bringer, we are also able to call that in and to activate that within us, because we need to be supported, right? We need to have the time to dedicate to the work that we're doing, but we also need to be able to live in this physical realm, right? And be supported and have access to resources and things that we would need to further our outreach and our outpouring of the sacred information and knowledge. So having said that, this is why we're here today to do this activation to unlock abundance codes within our DNA. We're going to work with our root chakra. It is going to be a little bit of a guided visualization transmission. I can already tell that. So if you are able to, you can kind of close your eyes and connect in with this. But if you're not, I would highly recommend to come back and watch the replay, so that you can see. I just tried to do the everyone thing and it I know I tagged some other weird group. That's what happens when I try to do it. Yes, delete it. Not sure why Karma's not doing it. I just want to make sure that everyone is able to see it, because I know that people were wanting to hop in with this one. Okay. All right, Karma, if you can please try to do that with the admin account, that would be very, 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 very helpful. Or Laura, please and thank you. Before I get started, that's kind of why I'm talking out my hiney for a minute. Yeah, I see other people trying it, but it only works for admins. So if you're not an admin on the page, it's not, okay, Laura, thank you. It's so weird. I don't understand this thing. So awesome. Thank you, Laura. Hopefully that would help. Hi, Kay. It worked from Amanda. I can't keep up with this. Okay, great. Manifest, yes, let's do it, Shannon. All right, perfect. So let's bring in these abundance codes. Let's see some hands. Like, who's ready to start activating abundance in their DNA through this 8-8 portal? Start bringing money, prosperity, that financial support that you've known that you deserve, but you're like, why is this blocked? Why is this not coming in for me? So let me see hands. Let's see it. Let's like go ahead and start calling this energy in. You know, I say this, that I was raised Christian, so that's the religion that I was taught and learned. Throughout that, you know, of course, I had to read the Bible, and, you know, Yeshua was a very, very powerful guide and ascended master and teacher when he came here. And one of the things that he would say is, when we're all, like, when two or more are gathered in my name, meaning God's name, the universe, with the same intent, when two or more are gathered, then the energy of creation is there. Like, it amplifies. So the more of us that are standing here saying, yes, 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 we're calling in these abundant codes. Yes, I'm ready to stand in financial abundance. Yes, I'm ready to activate this in my DNA. Yes, I'm here for this. The more of us that say that, the more of us that stand in that power, the more powerful this energy will be. So thank you for standing in agreement with this to help amplify and kind of exaggerate this incredible, powerful transmission that's I feel it's like knocking. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get started. We've got some good numbers here, good interactions. So thank you for that to help boost this post up. So hopefully everyone who was wanting to see it has been able to find it. I hate using that everyone thing to like harass people, but I know that there were a lot of people that like were messaging me. They've been very excited about this, and I just want to make sure that those who want it know it's there, and those who don't, just ignore the notification, right? Just, okay, thanks for letting me know, but I'm not into that. All right. So what we're going to do, a lot of you, this is the first time you're going to witness me channeling and singing a light language or chanting it or speaking it or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and let you know when I receive information, it comes from the right hemisphere of my brain. And you might laugh. They see it all the time in the Alchemy Alliance when I do the weekly sessions, but it's like I go towards the information. So if I start, like, I promise I won't fall over, but if I start tilting this way, that's why. And I will have my eyes closed and I'll be coming this way. I promise once I open them back up, I will recenter. But hopefully you'll have your eyes closed too and you won't notice. But it's just the reality of it. Okay. So I'm kind of excited for a lot of y'all to be able to see this and to be able to experience it, because it is very, very, very powerful. And another reason why I keep saying, if you have not hopped into the certification for light language that is discounted from $555 to $88 until midnight tonight. So it ends tonight. Please make sure to raise your hand and say light language if you need the link and the discount code for that. So raise your hand if you need that. And Karma, my virtual assistant, she will get that to you. Okay. So if you're able to, you can close your eyes. If you can't, that's okay. Try as best you can to visualize still in your mind. I'm able to do that even when I'm driving down the road. I can still see in my mind and let that part of my brain do that. So, but if you're able to, you can even sit, lie down, whatever works for you. Before I get started, I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to come in and clear the space, remove any and all the vibrational thought forms, beings, and or entities. Thank you. I always tell him thank you because he sends me a sign. It's like cold chills down my spine when he's completed that. So I always thank him once I confirm. We're going to start out activating our root chakra. We're going to utilize what I have coined. This is just, I always go based off what I'm told by spirit. what is referred to as dragon's breath breathing. We're going to utilize the root lock, which is one of our bandhas, and I forget which bandha it's called from yoga, but the root lock is at the base. We do this through almost like a Kegel exercise, but we're not just tightening the muscle, we're actually going to be doing a pull up, and almost like you're tugging all the way, like pulling like a hook from your belly button. I'm going to open my eyes while I do this and explain this because I feel silly. So it's like from your belly button, you're like pulling up your root chakra. It's almost like you're gonna like lift it up, okay? As we do that, we're gonna kind of activate and connect into the root chakra. You're gonna visualize as we do this that when you lock and pull, you're gonna be calling up the energy from the womb of the earth. So this would be like the magma energy, okay? And so every time you inhale, we're gonna do a pull and like visualize that energy pulling up into the root, and you're gonna pull it up into your body. And then we're gonna exhale with an open mouth breath, okay? So I'm just gonna, to show. And as you exhale, you're gonna relax the root. And we're gonna do that, of course, 8 times, okay? We're just gonna do that to start activating the root so we can do it together. Now allow for that warm activation to just kind of flow. You want to feel it kind of marinating a little bit into your sacral chakra in your womb space. This is the space where we create from. Okay, so we have this womb space, even if we've had to have a hysterectomy or something removed, there's still an energetic resonance or residue holding that same energetic vibration. So we're focusing kind of that heat energy that we were pulling up. We're gonna allow that to just kind of like marinate and heat in the sacral chakra, allowing that to really kind of build in there. And you can even think about it every time you take a regular breath. Breathe all the way down into your sacral and then allow the air to just flow out and relax. Just do that a couple times. Okay. So the activation has begun. I'm going to go ahead and walk you through that. In your mind's eye, we're going to go ahead and find ourselves standing in the desert in front of a very, very large pyramid. Now, for those that don't know this information, I will be sharing this with you. The pyramids, they were not built by humans as much as we may have been told that. The pyramids are actually like spaceships. That's how they were created, and they were left here as energetic portals. They had been used as energetic portals to communicate with the Syrian star nation. And this is actually the star nation that we're going to be working with this activation. The Syrians are the ones who also house Hathor, who is in charge of the Hathor star nation, and she is the bringer of light for light codes for light language. So we're standing here in the desert, and we are before this huge, huge pyramid. And the sky, even though it's dark, it's still kind of illuminated because we're noticing that from this pyramid there is a light beam that's coming to it. It's not sending it off, it's actually receiving. You can almost feel like this energetic hum in the air of this energy coming through. We are pulling it through from the Syrian star system, as with the 8-8 portal, Sirius B aligns with our sun, and she sends codes and transmissions for awakening into our sun. And that's why, if you want to research it after, you'll be able to see that there have been a lot of solar flares, a lot of solar storms, and a lot of solar energy coming and hitting the planet. And that is why it happens every year around this time. As you feel the hum underneath your feet in the sand, I want to invite you in your mind's eye to kind of crouch down and allow your hands to feel that hum, that vibration. Even though you're pretty far away from the pyramid, you can still feel it. You can feel this energy coming in, and you can feel it moving through your body. You can feel the hum vibrating pretty much every cell within your body. Now you feel this urge to stand up and walk towards this pyramid as you begin to notice that there's an opening of white light as a door is opening at the base of the pyramid. So you make your way across the desert, feeling the cool sand under your feet as it's cooled down because it's nighttime. Allow yourself to take those steps forward, being called into this pyramid. When you are ready, go ahead and step inside the pyramid. And you'll find that you are in a space filled with white light. It's kind of hard to see anything right now. Everything is bright and white, but you can feel that there are others here with you. Allow yourself just to take a few deep breaths here. Find yourself centered and almost feel more for these other beings that are here with you in this space than to actually see them. I'm telling you right now that you might be able to see them in this space, in your mind's eye, but those same beings that you are feeling for, they are present with you right now here in this physical realm. They are here with me now, and I know that yours are with you. As your eyes acclimate, you will be able to start seeing some outlines of shapes of beings. Some may look human, some may not. These are your guides, some ancestors. I'm even receiving that there are members here that are working with the Galactic Confederation for the activation of humanity, to call in what they're referring to as the sovereign nation. They're inviting you to move forward, to find yourself standing almost on some type of pedestal. It's not very high, maybe 2 feet. You have to step up onto it. And you're standing there in the middle while all of these other light beings, high vibrational, ascended masters, galactic beings, they begin surrounding you and standing in a circle around you. They now have a communication and an activation and message for you. This is the time that I'm going to be bringing in the light language and working as a channel to bring through this communication. As much as it will sound the same to everyone, the message and intent in that communication will resonate with everyone's DNA differently and be exactly what they need in this time and space. Beya yandeya seya deya de gondeya boya sori hare hiora. seyas. Te yonde ya baronda sano kia sehi ediatoriam. Honde ya seya te ya kulalan ya muria soy hireia. Horiambia sorandea ancora solia te iria neun. Mea tea. Andando sia curanda l'aliantia sori barodia dei. Ora la seia peunas. Voyande io seia coriadoria. Meia iureia. Ondanda soya te kora baya tuni namboya hini kaya hias. Poye nia sehimo. Allow yourself to breathe in that activation, and as you do, you're going to find that each of your guides standing around you, they're now offering you gifts. It's almost as if how I was describing with the wise men, they're now offering you gifts of prosperity. They're bringing this into your reality. These things look different. It may not just look like money. It may look like white light, golden light. It may look like stardust. It's the energetic vibration and intent behind the item. Some of these items you may have no idea what their actual physical value may be. But as you spin around, every single one of them presents you with a gift. Every single one of them is sowing into you in this physical realm. And your DNA has now been activated to align with the circumstances for this sowing to be reaped in your experience. If you agree with this, say yes. I'm going to allow a moment or two. These beings, they have more information to give you. And I'm going to create space right here to ask for you to invite them in and open up your mind to receive some messages from them. I'm going to chant just a little bit of light language just to hold the space. And I invite you to open and just relax and allow these transmissions to come to you. You will most likely receive them as if they are thoughts in your own head, but they come in kind of differently and not ones that you created. Te karando karasinam ayat korasana lehianda yano koromba banana se toria korasim. Te adeambo korambala lea shianda koisiamba bihum kombarambayat olalala biando korosun. Te shiando boreandas te amo karan alhayandi antosim te corona boyat karina sonabaran hai karan alhayane yomiando sot ke adalang Lana nomu bayat kanina alina kubayad o yasin be koronas ayat koran alhanina lahmahayata karasan. Be sure to thank your guides and invite them to be present in your experience moving forward. And here in this space, you can return your attention back to your physical body. Just kind of wiggle your fingers and toes. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. I was there in Egypt in 2012, life-changing, mind-blowing energy with stars. Serious, that's amazing. Teresa, thank you. I didn't do that on purpose. All right, I would love for you all to share with me kind of what your experience was, and if you were able to receive a communication or message from any of your guides. You're welcome, Teresa. Thank you, Michelle. Caitlin, light language just comes. I open up as a transmitter and it just comes through. I could literally channel light language 24/7. It just doesn't end. It's like an open conduit, but I will, when I'm doing a specific activation, I can feel when it's ending. It's just kind of like a intuitive. Christine, I'm getting you will. It's just gonna come like some other time. Amanda received some sigils. So Amanda has been activated. I'm having to read the comments on my laptop. Caitlin, tingly feelings. Amanda is one of our Hathor Star Nation High Priestesses, so that's why she was receiving new galactic transmissions like that. So again, if you guys have thought about accessing that and becoming activated to transmit light language, make sure to raise your hand and say light language, so we can get you the link so you can access that for only $88. It's normally $555. So if you're wanting to be able to do that and start doing that and become a transmitter and get attuned to that, then just say light language, raise your hand. I am supposed to slow down and allow things without control. Wow, Kendi, felt resonance but not able to fully relax into it. Okay. I'm in, I've done the intro. Oh, you're welcome, Teresa. I'm glad it's blessing you. Definitely lightheaded, felt the top. Yeah, I bet you did. I bet there were a lot of crown activations. I was inside the pyramid surrounded by a blue-white light, like a spaceship sending me golden coins. I love that. That's really cool, Kay. That's again one of the things about the light language that is special, is it goes, like everyone's DNA signature is unique, right? So whatever code is coming through, it's going to hit each one differently and give exactly what it needs for that. I received messages and gifts, food, certain courses in Ayurveda, food is medicine. I love that. That's wonderful, Carol. I watched the replay. You're welcome, Mickey. I did feel that all is well. Life is abundant. I love that, Lonnie. Wonderful. Any other messages received or feelings or anything like that? I would love to hear about them. Feel free to message me. Let me know what you experienced or share in a post. This is going to take some time to integrate. I always say this when I work with clients, especially my one-to-one, like, of course we want things to happen quickly, but we're working on a cellular level. It takes time for the body to integrate that and to be able to acclimate it. You know, it's not like when I take people through courses, it's not like I'm giving them a lobotomy or like doing some like CIA mind control something and like brainwashing them. Like we're healing stuff, and healing takes time. it takes time for the bodies to acclimate and assimilate information. That does remind me though, we still have a few spots open for one-to-one coaching that are at 50% off for the Untangled program that we have just launched and released. This program is a very, very, very intensive 12-week program for those that are looking to quantum leap. So for those that have been wishing that they had spirit guides here in the physical that could actually work one-to-one with them and guide them through something, that is literally what this program was designed for. It is a 12-week process where you have one call per week with myself or one of my certified practitioners. As you go through that with them, you go through every layer of what has been shown to me is our kind of energetic vortex, and each layer has a specific resonance. And there's 5 pillars per layer. So each call, we go one level and we clear those 5 pillars. So we're helping to heal money, we're helping to heal religious programming, we're helping to heal and release different types of traumas. We're helping to unlock the clairs. So our spiritual gifts, those are becoming unlocked and activated. We're even programming what that looks like, how we use them, how we're communicated with. So this is like a doctorate degree. If you're like, you know, I'm ready to step into my spiritual activation, I'm ready to just go for it, I'm ready to be there, this is for you. So if you need information in that, just comment Untangled, and we will get you information. There's just a few more spots that we're going to offer at 50% off. So let me know if you want information on how to snag one of those, because that will not be available again. What we go through in these 12 weeks would literally be what would take someone on their own maybe 10 years to get through, and we do it very systematically. This was a channeled program transmission. And we do it systematically to unlock layer by layer by layer by layer by layer, and then it's finished with an activation. It is a very, very, very incredibly powerful process. So if it's something that you're like, okay, I need to do this, I'm ready to stop self-sabotaging, I'm ready to break these karmic cycles, I'm ready to step into my gifts, stop fearing my abilities, I'm ready to do this and start having an abundant life. Yes. So let me know. You can comment Untangled or send me a message. All right. And I will get you the information for how to apply. And I'm reading comments now. And we'll go from there. It's for my guides to trust myself. They love me. I need to put my guard down and trust their guide. That is wonderful. I love that. Awesome. Perfect. Well, I want to thank you all for hopping on live with me and joining me for this. That was really fun. It was powerful. That's kind of like, I guess like a little taster of what normally the one-to-one energy healing sessions are like. Usually those are a lot longer and much more in depth. And I do have a few slots left for those as well. So if you're wanting information on that as well, let me know, and you can say energy healing here for me, or again, send me a message. All right. I appreciate you all. I'm going to try to start going live every Monday at 1 o'clock in the group to do some form of activation, some type of coaching, something, so that I can reconnect. And then we're going to start doing monthly live challenges as well within this group. So that we can get to know each other and connect and heal and really start growing in our spiritual journey. So thank you for joining me today, and I will see you all very, very soon. Namaste.